Okay. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the next concept related to data transformations. So in the last class, we have seen how to do the data cleaning. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the last concept related to data pre-processing, that is called as data transformation. Okay. So this is the last step within the data pre-processing for applying any kind of machine learning algorithm. So before applying the ML, we have to clean the data, we have to convert the data. After doing only this one, we can do the remaining things. Within the data transformation, converting the column which you are having the wrong data type to correct data type. So what are the column wrong data type you are having? First, you are going to convert to right data type. How you are going to convert? As already we have completed this one. That is nothing but first we are going to observe the unique values, and within the unique values, if you have observed any value which is string or something like this and only wrong data type is there, but remaining things are perfectly okay, only wrong data type is there, miss, in that case we are going to use the as type. Either you can go with the as type function or simply you can even replace. Already we have discussed replace now. You can consider this one as a wrong data and you can replace, or you can consider as a wrong data type and you can convert. Choice is yours. It's all depends on the given data. Sometimes what happens means in the given data, we are going to consider multiple values are there. For example, string only multiple strings are available. Then in one shot, we are going to use the as type function. Only single value is there like this. Then in that case, we are going to use the replace function. So either replace or as type, and we are going to convert to right data type. Everyone is okay now? Already we have completed this one during the data cleaning itself. Okay. How to convert the one data type to another data type. Now, next one we are having is called as, the concept is called as encoding. This is one of the most important. First, why we have to do the encoding? What is the reason behind the encoding? So, encoding is nothing but, what are the encoding is there? Encoding means nothing but converting the text data. What are the text is there? Text to numeric. Reason. What is the reason behind that is? Reason behind this is, reason is, as machines cannot understand or max cannot be applied on the text data. That is the reason. Converting the discrete, convert discrete categorical variable. What are the column is there? Convert the discrete categorical column into numeric column. Okay, discrete categorical means nothing but text column. Which are the text column is there? Convert the discrete categorical column, which is nothing but text, into numerical column. As reason behind that is, machines can't understand text, or in other words, ML algorithm cannot be applied on the text, because ML algorithm is basically max. Max cannot be applied on the text data. Max can be applied only on the numerical data. Sir, what are the max? Max means in terms of plus, minus, division, these arithmetic operators, whatever we are having, those cannot be applied on the text data. We have to calculate the mean or median or something. Then in that case, we cannot calculate on the text data. Okay. Now, here converting this categorical column into numerical column only is called as encoding. Encoding. And it is one of the most important. Okay. Now, here, which type of encoding? What are the different types of encoding techniques are there? Types of encoding. What are the different types of encoding? The next concept is types of encoding. What are the different types of encoding we are having, miss? First one is called as, okay, the first one is called as nominal encoding. Nominal encoding, which is also called as dummy encoding, which is also called as one-hot encoding. Okay, nominal or dummy and nominal encoding, or dummy encoding, or one-hot encoding. When we have to apply this one, miss, if you are having the nominal variable, If the column is nominal, then we have to apply the nominal encoding. Otherwise, second option we are having is called as ordinal encoding. And third one we are having is called as label encoding. And the fourth one we are having probability encoding. Total 4 types of encoding are there. And what is the meaning of each and every encoding we are going to discuss in detail one by one. In which case, which one has to be applied, we are going to see one by one with a different examples. Okay. Converting the categorical column into numerical column is called as encoding. Now, let's take a small example. Okay, we'll start with an example. First, here, what are the data we are having? For the given data, as I've told you, okay, always remember, you have to write these points. What I'm writing in the notepad, you have to write this one separately. Don't write in your running notes. Take the last page. Both offline and online students, go to separate last page of your notes, or either go to the last page, or if you are having the center page in your notebook, center page is there, miss, write this one, tear that paper, keep aside. Every day this is required. Every day, not 1 day or 2 days, every day. How many days you are going to apply the ML project, that many days this one is required. So take this one separately, write separately this one, or in the notes, write in the last page. If you are unable to bring the paper every day, miss, go with the last page of the notebook. There you write clearly. So that whenever I ask, you can open that one exactly. So here, as we know, the steps involved in ML projects. What are the steps involved in the ML projects? Exclusively ML. Okay. Steps involved in the ML projects. What are the steps are there? Make a note of this. For all the this one, ML end-to-end projects. Machine learning end-to-end projects. So we are going to do in the class, almost as I've told you earlier, we are going to cover 7 projects in the class. In class, we are going to cover 7 end-to-end. End-to-end only I will cover 7. Similarly, you are going to do additional 2 or 3 minimum to keep in your resume. This is for class purpose, for understanding purpose. Your knowledge, separate projects. Okay, where you have to get the data, later I will explain. Once we complete the ML project, I will tell you where you have to do. Once I explain the data cleaning, I will tell you where you can get the data, how you have to clean the data. Like that, we'll discuss one by one. In the sequential order, automatically, I will only tell. When you have to do the project, I will only tell. When, don't need to write this one. Example, I'm saying, this is not the steps involved in the project. Okay, when you have to do project, next, where you have to collect the data, where you have to collect the data, how you have to complete the project, how you have to do, or the next, coming to the next one is like where to collect the data or something, how to do the projects, how to do these projects, and at the same time, how to take the Kaggle computation. So like this, everything we are going to discuss in the sequential order. You no need to ask me in between, sir, I want to do one more, share me one new data set from where I have to collect. No need to ask. End-to-end projects we have to discuss means it will take time. The moment we complete at least one end-to-end project, then I will tell you, take this data set and now you apply. You have to wait for that. Before completing only, if you ask in between, it would be difficult. That is the reason I'm writing this one clearly. Okay. Right? Now, these projects, what are the 7 projects I'm discussing? All these projects are for practice purpose, student level. Additional to this, separately you are going to do the 3 projects additional. That is your own projects which you have to write in the resume. As I have told you now, when you have to do the project, I will tell you. Where you have to collect the data, I will tell you. I will tell you where you have to collect the data. Once I tell you the where to collect the data, once you collect the data as per your choice, You collect the data. You only will collect the data and you will only work on the complete project. You will only do complete on your own. My intervention will not be there in that. Whichever the project you have done on your own, these projects you have to keep in the resume. These are the resume projects which you have done on your own. Which I have done in the class, don't keep them in the resume. If you unnecessarily write that one in the resume, for you only it is going to be problem. Why, miss? Because reasons will be very simple. I will explain in the later. Okay. Or I will explain now itself, because this is one of the most important. Otherwise, what happens means many students, they'll assume that what are the sir is sharing na, he will share anyways in the Google Classroom. That is only sufficient for us. They'll think like this. So clearly, I'm saying this one, guys. In this class, total 120 students, both offline and online, 120 students paid the course fees and registered the course. What are the courses there? Total 120 students has registered the course. Your batch. I'm saying your batch only, exclusively your batch. Out of these 120 students, till the last day, how many students will be there? In between, some students, while entering into the main subject, they will not understand. Some people will miss the classes in between and they'll try to attend some additional classes and they'll not understand. Like this, some students will not practice anything and directly they will attend the class, they'll not understand. Finally, to be more simplified, they'll not understand and they'll quit in between. Like that, how many students will be there? Miss, at least 70 to 80 students will quit in between. 40 students only will remain at the end. Only 40 students at end. Remember this one. On the last day also you can see. Reason also I will tell you guys. Write this reason. What is the reason? I will clearly I'm saying, because you are fresher in this area. I'm more experienced in this area. And I have trained the multiple batches in this area. I know about the students' methodology, what they follow. You are seeing only from your perspective. I am seeing from the 1,000 students perspective. Daily, how many students I will train? How many students will attend in the lab? In that, how many students will ask the questions? What type of questions? I will experience that one. You will not experience now. You will experience only about yourself. You know only about you. But I know about the 100 students in this class. What type of works they will do? What type of silly questions they'll ask, or what type of difficult questions they'll ask, anything. So based on the multiple students with multiple batches, I'm saying this answer based on my analysis. I'm saying from the analysis point of view. Only 40 students will be left at the end. The reason behind that is, only first reason is they will not attend all classes. This is first reason. They will not attend all classes in sequential order. They will think this is as one of the degree subject. If one class we miss also, next class if we attend also, at the last the sir will only give the important questions. We'll prepare for the exam and we'll write that one. Obviously they will only pass if I fill the papers. This is not like that. Everyone will have some mindset that degree, some kind of degree, what are the pattern they have followed, everything is that one only. But this is one of the reason. Second reason is, okay, some students will attend all the classes, but not practice that one. They will not practice. Experienced students knows all these things. Experienced students, if I say something, they'll feel bored. Sir is saying something out of. Freshers, I'm saying. Experienced people know, because without subject, no interview call is there. With the interview call also, there is no job. Every experienced person in this class knows that one. Because in the company, what they require is subject. To subject, we have to attend the class. In the class, after practice only, we'll understand the subject. Every experienced person knows this. Freshers only don't know. They'll think that it is like a college exam. They'll feel like that. Okay. First main point is they'll not attend the classes. Second one is they will not practice. Whatever they have attended, simply 1.5 hours they will listen. And with that, they'll assume that it is clear. They will not even open after the class. They'll not even open the laptop. Okay. So when they don't open the laptop, one day they'll keep everything in the mind. Second day they'll keep in the mind. Third day they'll keep in the mind. Like that, once the content was overloaded in the mind, it will burst. Means they will not understand anything. Without practicing, if they load the data like that, without practicing, what happens means one day they'll say that, sir, I'm confusing. These students only will say. Generally, who is going to say that confusing means, sir, every topic is clear, sir. But at the end, what to do, I'm not able to understand, sir. These people will say, generally. Right? This is the second reason. Third reason is some students, they will do the only class projects. What are the projects I have explained? They will do the class projects, means revision. As it is, they will do, and they'll assume that these projects, if I write in the resume, they'll get the job, which is 100% not possible. Okay, this is one more reason. Fourth reason is they will not have the certification, or they will not have any kind of competition or anything. Means they say that I understand, I know, but no one has to test me. They will not attend competition. They will not attend certification. They will not attend exams. None of the exam they will attend, but they will say that I know everything. Without attending anything, I know everything. They will not attend. Like this, some people will be there. So like these are the multiple reasons why at the end only 40 students will be left. Out of these 40 students also, out of 40, I'm saying out of 40, only 20 students, will have own projects. Only 20 students will have the own projects. Remaining 20 people will not even have the own projects. Remaining 20 will have the copied projects, and 20 will have copied projects. Copied means one of their friend will do the project and directly they'll take that one, or in the internet they will find and they'll copy that one. So they are called as copied projects. So 20 people will do the own projects, 20 people will do the copy projects. Now out of these 20 people, whoever has done the own projects, in this 20, out of 20, again out of 20, approximately only 15 students will have the Kaggle plus certification, some kind of Microsoft certification or something. Only 15 students will have. Now these 15 students will get the interview course. In these 15 students only, approximately 12 to 13 students will get selected. Now overall out of 120, how many got selected, miss? Out of 120, finally how many got selected? Only 12. Why 12? Because this is the reason. Many students will enroll the course. Paying the money itself, they'll think that they have got everything. But actual things is this one. Okay. So in order to get the job, I'm not saying the job, to get the interview call, what we required is, remember, one, skills we required. In this class, 90% of the students will have, not 90, 100 out of 100. How many of you know Python, miss? In this class, everyone will rise. How many we are ready to write the Python exam now, miss? No one will rise. That is called a skill. Point is clear? Means in the resume, how many of you the students are going to write Python word? In this class, how many will write the Python word in the resume, miss? How many students are there? Every student will write Python. But how many students knows really Python? How many students are going to write, miss? Every student. So what is the weightage for this one, miss? 20% weightage will be given for the skills. Whatever you know, you are going to write those words. Second, experience. Okay, second one is experience, which is having the 70% weightage, which we call it as projects. What projects? Own projects, not copied projects or classroom projects. Own projects, own developed projects. That is called as experience. That is having the 70% weightage in the resume. And the third one is certification, which is having the 10% weightage. So this is the weightages. Now, additional education, etc. That one, this one, whatever you are having, These are all equal to 1% weightage. Less than 1% weightage, which is negligible. Your education, career gap, non-IT. Okay. These are all the less than 1% weightage. When you are having here subject, no one will bother this one. Okay. So that is the reason I'm saying clearly, guys. Again, I'm saying clearly why I'm saying all these things now. Is there any connection to that one to this one, miss? Yes, there is a lot of connection is there. What is that connection, miss? Now, whatever I'm explaining cleanly, you have to observe and you have to develop your projects in order to get the job. Your focus is to get the job, miss. You have to develop the project. Otherwise, no job. Okay, sir, I'm having the skills, sir. Plus, whatever you have explained in the class now, some classroom projects. In your class, you will explain some projects. With this, if I write the one resume, whether my resume will get shortlisted, miss, in your dream also it will not get shortlisted. In your dream also it is not possible. Okay, answer is very clear. It will never get shortlisted. In your entire lifetime only, it will never get shortlisted. Sir, how you know that these are the classroom projects or these are developer projects? How you know, miss? We know which projects trainers generally use for the class, which one will not be used in the class. That is only called as experience. As a trainers or in the reality, which type of projects generally and how these projects will be selected, everything I'll explain during the interview preparation week. Okay. And one thing you have to remember as of now is what? Classroom projects are only for understanding purpose. Your application is what you developed. Understanding is different. Developing is different. What you understand, you should not give the build up that I only developed this project. Point is clear? So classroom projects don't keep in the resume. These are only for understanding purpose. With that, you have to develop another project. Right? So these are more important, out of which one is having the more weightage, miss? This one. Many students are having the pre-assumption is what? Freshers, particularly freshers in this class. How many freshers are there? I don't know. But whoever the freshers are there in this class, what is the pre-assumption they are having is, in our college, sir, they have given the weightage for the education. CSE background is more priority. CGPA was more priority. Like this, they have given, no, sir. We have seen all these things in our college, but suddenly you are saying that these are not important for us. But in the college, we have seen this one only. Now, miss, answer is perfectly correct. Here, very simple. Skills, certification, projects. Total 3 are there now. These are the 3. Along with the education, CGPA. Okay, total 5. Let's take 5. In your college, when you're in the final year, campus placement, you and your friend both are having the same. Is there any difference between you and your friend? Any difference will be there? Who is studying along with you in your class? Is there any difference? He will also do the same 4 years project, 4 years BTech. He will also have the same subjects. He will also have the same labs. He will also write the Java, Python, whoops, or that one, this one, like this. He will also write same thing now. You and your friend both are same only now. Now, certification. You and your friend both are from the same college, means same certification now. Same university, same college, everything is same only now. Means this is also same. Projects. You are also going to do the small level project. He will also do the same level of project. Are you going to do the industry level or he is going to do industry level? Means both are going to do the same level. So everything is same. Then automatically second priority has to be given to the education only na. If everything is same, automatically in the sequential order, which is the next one? Education, CGPA. For example, this one only not same. Once you come outside now, in outside, this one only not same. This is only not same. You and the other person is not same. This one, you and other person is not same. This one, you and other person is not same. In the college, you and your friend are same. So that is the reason BTech CSC background, CGPAs are given the high priorities. Because These three are same for every student in the college. What is the difference, miss? This one. So that is the reason in the college, when compared to BTech Mechanical, BTech CS will be given priority because both of them are in the same level. At least some additional knowledge will be with the CSC people for IT. So they'll give the education priority. But once you come out of the college now, first this is only not same. Both are completely different. Forget about your college scenario. Freshers. In the outside market, what we have to remember is skills and certification. Don't forget this. Okay. Now clearly make a note of this and properly apply the every step while practicing. Most important thing. Everyone. Okay. Now coming to the steps involved in the ML end-to-end projects. What are the ML end-to-end projects are there? Here. Okay. Sir, for us also, what are the certifications are there? What are required to get base? Here, sir, at the starting you said if you have the basic knowledge of AI, then you will get selected. Niranjan, could you share me that recording? Or should I share the recordings of mine? If you can show that statement, whatever you have written, then I will give the job directly without asking any question also. Whatever you have written clearly in the course, if you have basic knowledge of AI, you will get selected. If I have used the same thing, I will give the job without asking any question to you. On the spot job. Come and join tomorrow. Niranjan. Okay. If you are having the video with you, check. If you are not having, I will only share. That is also not a problem. If you are not having, miss, I will only share. Demo class recordings are there with me. I will share you. I will never tell like that because with that jobs are not there, miss. Why I have to tell that one? Okay, Raj. Sir, in the start, you are supposed to be 20 projects, na? Yes, Raj. What are the projects you are saying, na? It includes the overall course. Overall course. ML plus AI plus Gen AI plus Agentic AI. All the courses overall it is 20. Raj. Clear? Done. Right, guys? So make sure that while practicing, what way you have to practice? How you have to practice while practicing after the class? In order to develop the ML project in the future. Take any data set of your choice. Because in the future, what data set you are going to get? You also know, I know now. None of them knows. We may get random data. That one also we have to work. Okay. So here, everyone is more important. And as I've told you now, today's, what is the day? 8th December, right? Now, I'm writing here. On 8th December 2025. How many students are there? Online students. 73 participants. Out of 73, one is me, one is Naresh IT co-host. If you remove two, total number of students attending this one is how many? 70. 71 online students are attending right now. Plus, how many are there in the offline now? 4. So, 71 plus 4. 4 offline students are there today. So, total how many students? 75. Remember this one. On the last day again we'll discuss. Okay, last day we'll see in the class how many students are there in the same way. In the offline, how many students are there? In the online, how many students are there? Which of the student is missing na? Some students, for example, out of 75, for example, let's take 70 students are attending last day. Only 5 students are missing. Let's ask those 5 students why you are missing the classes. What is the reasons? They will tell you, no? They will say only one reason called as not understanding. Why you are not understanding, miss? The reason is if we take the attendance na, the first one would be this one. With proof, I'll show you on the last day. Remember this one. On 8th December, sir has told in the class. We'll discuss. Whatever I'm saying, we'll discuss again. Right? Most of the students will say common reason is this one only. Though I have told in the starting also, still they'll create some story and they'll tell me. I will say simply one point. Arey, I no need your story. Ra. Have you attended? Not attended. Attended means you will understand the classes, you will get the job. Not attended means you will only miss the class, you will not understand further classes, you will only not get the job. Why to tell me the story? Sir, I'm not feeling well, sir. I went to my home, sir. Tickets are not available, sir. Why all these things? If tickets are not available, means job is available. Waste na. So don't try to give the some reasons, right? Now, this is the one. Now, whenever it is required, remember guys, whenever resume preparation is required, I will tell you how to prepare resume. Whenever you have to take the competition, I will tell you how to take the competition. Whenever certification is required, I will tell you how to take the certification. Whenever the projects you have to do, I will tell you the projects. I will only tell whenever you have to do that one. Just blindly follow me. Guys, today we have completed this one. Please complete the project by next week. If I say miss, complete. Next week, do this one, complete. Blindly, you do that one. At the end, your job is my responsible. Simple words. Automatically. Is the points are clear? Everyone? Just, I will only tell you. No need to ask, sir, when we are going to start applying for the, I will only tell you. When you have to apply, I will only tell you. How you have to apply, I will only tell you. In the interview, what type of questions they'll ask, I will only tell you. How you have to give the answers, I will only tell you. How to negotiate salary also, I will only tell you. Everything I will tell you in the sequential order. Just only order is different. In your mind, one order will be there. My order will be different. Only that one will be different, but everything I will tell you. Because ultimately you have to get the job. You have to get the job. With that, I have to get the better name. Okay. So please write these steps. As I've told you earlier, write this one. First, what is the first step? Business problem understanding. I think earlier already you have written. First 3 steps already you have written. So once again, I'm writing here. Business problem understanding. Separately you write, guys, please. For doing all the 7 projects in the same way, we have to do. First one is business problem understanding. Means what? Business problem is nothing but, what is meant by business problem? Business problem is nothing but equal to project. So project understanding. So first you have to understand the project. What exactly the client requirement. First one is this. Clearly you have to understand. Okay, requirements. Right? Next, after these requirements understanding was completed, next you have to extract. Within that extract, what you are going to do? Basically, it is extract. Okay. So where you are going to extract the raw data. Extract the raw data from data source. Wherever the data is available, extract the raw data. Extract the raw data. After extracting the raw data, do the data understanding. You have to do the data understanding. What is meant by data understanding, guys? Understanding the meaning of each and every column name. Understanding the meaning of each and every column name. Okay. Understanding each and every column name very clearly. That is called as data understanding. And along with that, you are going to do the data understanding plus how the tables are connected. If data is in multiple tables, if the data is in multiple tables, you should know we have to understand the connection between the tables. What is the connection between the tables? If data is in the multiple tables, how the each data is connected to each other. Okay, what is the connection between them? What is the relation between them? What is the connection or relation between the tables? We have to understand the connection or relation between the tables. Next one we have to do the is called as data exploration. In the data exploration, we have to observe the internal values of each column. Observe the internal values of each column plus meaning of each column name. Meaning of column name, and we have to understand by observing the internal values, that is unique values. Also we are going to observe the what are the shape of the data types. What are the data types of data, whether it is a sequential data or non-sequential data, type of data set. What is the type of data set? Sequential or non-sequential. Okay, and we have to observe the internal values. At the same time, we have to observe all the problems in raw data. What is meant by problems? Means like wrong data, missing values, duplicates, all these things. What are the problems are there, etc. How many problems are there? Observe. Everything we are going to observe, we are going to make a note. Each observation, what are the observation we have done? Every observation, we have to make a note. That only called as project report. In the project report, we are going to write all these things. Each and every observation, we have to make a note. Where miss, that is your choice. In the notebooks you will write in the notepad you will write in the email you will write or in the Jupyter notebook only you will write but writing is compulsory. Every observation you have to write. Any small observation you have done, keeping in the mind is not important. For example, on the day one I have observed some of the offline students has attended the classes with interest. Today one student was missing who has attended initially of the offline. One student is missing. Assume I have observed he may attend online or something. Okay, I have observed something. Now I have to keep in the brain or I have to write that one. Where I have to do that one, miss? Now if I keep that one in the brain, I have to keep till the batch completes. At the end of the course, that student will come to me and he'll ask me the question, sir, I'm not able to get the job today. At the time I have to tell now, Arey, you have missed multiple classes. This is the reason, that one, this one. I have to say something now. So all these points I have to say, miss, I have to write that one now. Otherwise, how I can remember? In front of me, one girl is sitting. How many classes he has missed in between? Right? I have to make a note, right? Why I have to make a note? If she is going to ask me the question in the future, miss, I have to tell this one. If she is not asking any question, why I have to tell? For me, no problem. On the day one, attend the class. Again, on the day end, you attend the class. For me, no problem. You are paying the fees now. Completed. You are having the right to ask me the question, sir, I'm not getting the job, miss. When you can ask that question, write the job, miss. What are the works I have told you? Have you followed? If you have followed, miss, then you are having the right to ask me, sir, what are you have told? I have done everything, but I have not got the job. Now you are having the right. When you have not done, you are not having the right now. Simple point. Okay. But we have paid the course fees. Course fees for attending the classes only, na? Course fees only for attending the classes, not to ask the questions. Why I'm not getting the job? That you have to ask means you have to attend properly, right? Now, I can remember multiple things. Which student is asking which type of questions, which student is asking the future topic questions, which student is saying that when I'm saying some important topic, sir, let us not deviate, let us go into the main topic, which student is writing in the chat box. I can remember their names now. At the end, for example, during the data cleaning, I have explained something. One student, sir, you are repeating the same thing, sir, he has told me. Assume. Let's take an example. Now that student only if he does the some mistake in the project, then in that case, what I'm going to do? Point is clear now? That student understand? Others also understood, right? You are feeling that I'm repeating the same word multiple times. These many times I have repeated also, still you have made the same mistake, means what is the meaning? You have not understood only, na? Right? Like that, every observation, as a data scientist you will assume, or as a data analyst you will assume, or as a trainer you will assume, what are the name you want to keep. But my work is observations. From the so many years, my work is this one only. Observations, and but based on that predicting the output, what would be the estimated value, something. This one only is my work from so many years. I will, in this class, for example, some of the offline students, they'll exactly come too early and they'll sit exactly in front of the fan and they'll sleep in front of me only. I'm going to ask any question to them, miss. From the day one till now, I have not asked. Why, miss? Day will come. When to discuss, the day will come. At the time, I will discuss. They are paying the course fees only for sleeping, miss. What I have to do? For example, what is your course fees? You have paid some XYZ amount. For how many classes you have paid? For example, let us take you have paid 20,000. For how many classes? 100 classes. Miss, for one class, how much you are paying? 200 rupees. You are paying 200 rupees and in front of a fan you are sitting and sleeping, miss. For sleeping, you are paying 200. Enjoy. What we can do? You paid 200 rupees for sleeping now. Sleep. That is your choice. You have to have this one. We are paying for each class how much money. For that, we are utilizing or not utilizing. You have to think. Sir, I will go to the movie theater in the AC. I will sleep, miss. Go and sleep. Who is going to stop you? Are you paying for the AC or you are paying for the movie? You should know. Point is very simple, right? So here just what are the observations you are making? Na? Every observation, make a note of that. Every observation, whatever the observations you are doing. As I've told you in the flow, so many observations, right? Okay. In the student observations, same way. Same thing, you have to make a note. Where you have to make a note? In my case, I have to make a note in the brain, but you have to make a note on the paper. Don't forget this one. After doing the data exploration, after observing all the problems in the raw data, and you have to identify which columns, which are nominal variables and which are ordinary variables. Ordinal variables. I already told you what is the difference between nominal versus ordinal. So nominal variables, you have to make a note. At the same time, ordinal variables also you have to make a note. Which are nominal variables, which are ordinal variables. According to that, we have to do the encoding. For nominal variables, nominal encoding. For ordinal variables, ordinal encoding. So observe. This one also observe. Observe which are nominal variables, which are ordinal variables. In the given data set, total how many columns are there? In that columns, observe number of columns. Number of columns. In the columns, how many of them are numeric? How many of them are numerical data? How many of them are discrete data? Okay, or simply continuous, discrete, and time series. How many of them are continuous, how many of them are discrete, how many of them are time series variables. Like this, you have to observe each and every column. How many columns are there? First, observe the number of columns, and within that, within all columns, check how many. Within that, check how many continuous, how many of them are discrete, how many of them are time series. Okay, now, so here you are going to check this one. How many of them are continuous, how many of them are discrete, how many of them are time series variables. And you are going to make a note of that. Everything you have to make a note. Whatever you have observed, every observation you have to make a note. Okay, this all comes under data exploration. Everything comes under data exploration. After that, then third step is transform. Within the transform, what is there means first one is called as data cleaning. So in the transform stage, we are having the data cleaning. In the data cleaning, what are the problems are there? You are going to clean the data. Clean the data. What are the data you are going to clean miss? Already we have discussed in the last class. Wrong data, duplicates, missing values, and outliers, unimportant columns. These are all comes under data cleaning. Next, you are going to do the data transformation. What is meant by data transformation means? First one is within the data transformation, you have to transform the data. Transform means convert the data. Convert the data. Which one you have to do the conversion means? What are the things you are going to convert means? One is encoding. Wrong data type. What are the wrong data type is there? Wrong data type. Wrong values. Even we are going, yesterday we have seen converting to lowercase, string dot lower, string dot upper. So if you are having some of them are in the lowercase, some of them are uppercase in a different different cases, okay, which are in the non-case sensitive. Okay, upper and lower cases means case. What are the case we are having? Case conversion. Okay. Next, encoding and scaling. These four comes under data transformations. If data was given in multiple tables, finally you are going to do the join or union. Join means nothing but join means what? Join means nothing but in the Python we call it as merge, and union is nothing but concat. If data was given in the multiple tables, finally you have to combine everything into one. If data was given in multiple tables, then combine, then merge or concat all tables. In that case, you are going to do this. When you are having a single table, not required. When the data is in the multiple tables, finally you have to do all the one. All of them into one. Okay. So here you can write clearly case conversion, encoding, scaling. All this comes under transformations. And finally, the fourth one is load. So it is a ETL, extract, transform, and load. Extract, transform, load. So now what you have to load? Cleaned and transformed data you have to load. Cleaned and transformed data. Cleaned and transformed data. Load the cleaned and transformed data. And now you're going to start doing the either ML or DL or AI or whatever it is from now. Okay, even the data analyst also will do up to here common. You are a data analyst or a ML engineer or AI engineer or anything. Whoever the persons are working with the structured data, up to here common for them. Structured data means up to here common. Now, as a ML engineer, after loading this one, now ML engineer work starts. ML engineer versus AI engineer and different engineers will split now. ML engineer work starts from now. Difference from the ML engineer to data analyst. Data analyst will do in a different way. ML engineer will do in a different way. What ML engineer will do is apply the ML algorithms. How many algorithms he is going to apply means apply all the applicable ML algorithms relevant to project. Relevant to project. How many algorithms are there? Everything you have to apply. One is there means one you have to apply. 100 is there means 100 you have to apply. 200 is there means 200 you have to apply. How many algorithms are relevant to that given project? That many you have to apply. Everything you have to apply. After applying all the various ML algorithms relevant and evaluate each ML algorithm. Evaluate each ML algorithm with accuracy by calculating accuracy. We have to calculate the accuracy. So this part, applying the all applicable ML algorithms to the given project is only called as modeling. We call it as modeling. This stage name is called as modeling. And this one we call it as evaluation. Okay, modeling and evaluation. And after modeling and evaluation completed, model selection. The next one we call it as model selection. What is meant by model selection means here, okay, model selection is identify the best ML algorithm, identify the best ML algorithm out of all. Out of how many you have applied, within that, identify the best ML algorithm out of all of them is called as model selection. And finally, save the model. This is the work. Right? We will discuss in the sequential order. Leila, we will discuss in the sequential order. Just as of now, you write. We will discuss in the sequential order one by one. Right? Now, here, modeling. As I've told you, modeling, na? Before to modeling, okay, before to modeling, don't write simultaneously because I'm going to write multiple steps. I will give the time for you to write. Just give me 2 minutes of time. I will show you, I will scroll up and everyone can write. Just wait for another 2 minutes. First, after loading the cleaned and transformed data, first this data has to be splitted. Step 1. In the ML, what we have to do is split the data into two parts. Two parts. The first part, we call it as training set. Training data. Second one, we call it as testing or validation data. Okay, first one we call it as training data. Second one we call it as training or testing data. So whatever the data you are having, split into two parts. After splitting the data into two parts, now take the train data. Now train data. With the train data, forget about the validation data. Already you have split it, separated. Now what are the data you are having? Train data. So training data, how much you have to take means 80%. Out of entire data, 80% for training, 20% you have to use for the testing. Just make a note of this. Everything we are going to do in the sequential order. In the next 3-4 days, we are going to cover this one only. Okay. Now, what are the train data we are having? Now, we are going to apply ML algorithm on train data. Means only on the train data we have to apply the ML algorithm. Testing data we should not do. After applying the ML algorithm on the train data, we have to predict or we have to evaluate. Evaluate train accuracy. We have to evaluate train accuracy. Similarly, we have to take the test data. For the test data, we have to simply evaluate the test accuracy. Evaluate test accuracy. We should not again apply on the test data. Directly we have to see what is the example. With an example, I'll tell you. Okay, apply ML algorithm is nothing but explain in class. In class clearly. In class clearly about the topic. This is the meaning. And after explaining, check whether students has understood or not by asking some questions, yes or no. Guys, have you understood or not? Ask some questions in class itself, in class, during the class. In class means during the class. During the class only ask some questions to the students. Ask some questions to students and see how they are giving the answers. This is in class. For example, student is going to give the perfectly. Yes, sir. I will ask one question. Student has given the reply. So he has asked 10 questions. 10 out of 10. Means what is the accuracy? 100% accuracy he has got. Done. 100% marks. Right? Now, in the exam, ask additional questions which are not asked in the class. Ask some other questions. Additional or other questions which are not discussed in the class, not asked in the class. Ask some other questions by exam, by keeping exam. Now in the examination hall, should I explain for you again what is the topic? In the exam, by keeping the exam, should I explain again this is the question, write in this way? Should I explain something in the examination hall? No, no. In the examination hall, what we have to do? Simply give the exam paper. Sir, if the student asks, sir, this here the question was given wrong, sir. Something in the question paper, something wrong was mentioned. If the student asks also, we should not explain anything. That is the paper. Whatever you have understood, you write. If wrong question means you will only get the full marks. If the problem is with the person who has given the question paper, he will only give the full marks now. What is the problem? This is the paper. What you have understood, you write according to you. That's it. In the class, whatever the questions you are practicing, that question should not be given in the exam. If same questions are given in the exam, then why to keep the exam? Because already the students knows answers now. Testing means what? Which are not discussed in the class, we have to ask. Same questions if you ask means what is use? It is not LKG na. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Right? So here, ask additional questions by keeping the exam and evaluate. Now, for example, in the exam, I have given the 10 questions, out of which 8 questions are answered by the student. What is the accuracy? 80% is the accuracy. Now tell me guys, if I give one question paper on the given topic, you got 80% mark. If I give another question paper, different questions on the same topic only, topic is same only, but questions are changed. Whether you'll get the same 80 marks, maybe, may not be. You may get 90 also, you may get 60 also. Anything is possible. If I give another question paper, on that day, that question paper, you got that marks. If I change the question paper, whether you'll get the same marks or not different marks, that is the question. So that we call it as cross validation. Means if I change the different question papers, how the student will react. I mean, how the student will write the answers. If I change the questions, topic is same only. Topic will not change. Question paper, questions will change. Okay. Sir, why to do the cross validation, sir? Maybe on that day your luck is very good and you got the easy questions. What are the questions you have prepared? Exactly the same questions you may got. Maybe luck is good. For example, if I conduct 10 times if I keep the exam, 10 times you have got 100 out of 100 means it is called as luck, it is called as hard work. One time the student has got 100 out of 100, amma. It is called as luck, no luck. There is a possibility of luck also. There is a possibility. By luck you got, we'll say. 10 times also luck will be favored. No, na. So to remove the luck word, what we have to do? Cross validate. Similarly, we call it as here, that luck word we call it as bias. To remove that bias, we are going to use the cross validation. The concept name is called as cross validation. So here we have to do the three things. What three things we have to do? Training, testing, and cross validating. Now, already I told you earlier, if you remember, in the class I have discussed something. Now, what are the questions I have given in the exam? You know, right? Recently, we have attended the Saturday one exam. What questions I have given, you know. Now, earlier I already told you, whenever I keep the exam, again from the starting it will be there. Why I have told you from the starting it will be there, miss? To cross validate. Same topic, I will give different question now. One more time when I conduct the exam, from the same topic, one more question will be there. From the data cleaning, every time same question. How to treat the missing values. No, right? One time, one questions will come. Is the point is clear? Like that, if I observe for every topic how the student is performing, that is only called as cross validation. In the cross validation also score is very high. Test also score is very high. These two are very high, miss. What is the meaning, miss? Really he is having the talent. Only this is very high, but this is not very high, miss. This then we call it as lucky person. Point is clear? So both of them are same, miss. We can't say he is called as lucky. Talent only. So now I want a talent person. Similarly, I want a talent algorithm. Miss talent algorithm I want, miss. That is only called as, now it is clear now. Applying the model on the trained data is called as modeling. Calculating the train accuracy, calculating the test accuracy, calculating the cross validation score. Evaluate. In the cross validation, what we are going to do, miss? Evaluate cross validation score. These three comes under evaluate. What are the three things? First one, train accuracy. Second one is called as test accuracy. Third one is called as cross validation score. Total three. So three of them we are going to evaluate. This we call it as evaluation. Within the evaluation, I told you calculation of accuracy, na? These three. Train accuracy, test accuracy, cross validation score. So for every model, not for one model, every model we have to do. In this class, I want the best student, miss. Every student I have to test it. Without testing the student, how I can say based on the face reading, I have to say you are the best student? No, na. Every student I have to conduct the exam. How many human brains are there in front of me? Every human brain I have to test. Which of the human brain is not there in front of me? How I have to test? I can't test now. So which of the students has applied for that particular job? We are going to evaluate each and every student, and from that, which is the best student we are going to identify, they are going to select. Every student, they will do the testing. Every student. Same way. So how many algorithms are there? Every algorithm we are going to do. And finally, we are going to select the model selection. Now, what is meant by model selection here, miss? Which is called as good model. Good. So here we are having the good model, bad model. Two models are there. Now, what is meant by good model? Good model means now where train accuracy, what are the train accuracies then? Train accuracy is equal to test accuracy. It is called as good model. And end means what? Logical end. What is a logical end? Both of them should be true. Not any one. Both of them should be true. What is the second condition is the test accuracy. What are the test accuracy you are going to get? It should be equal to cross validation score. Two conditions it has to satisfy. Then it is called as good model. If one condition fails also, it is called as bad model. Exactly not same. Plus or minus 5%. Plus or minus 5% is the deviation accepted within the plus or minus 5%. Okay, within the plus or minus 5%, it won. Now, what is meant by bad model? If one condition fails, if one condition also fails, it is called as, it's called as bad model. Bad model. Now, next one is called as best model. What is meant by best means? Now, I'll explain with a small example. Student 1 has got 90% marks. Good or bad? Good model. Student 2, 84 marks. Good or bad? One student has got 98 marks. Good or bad? One student has got 96 marks. Good or bad? Now, which student will be selected, miss? For example, one more student is there. 100% he has got. Good or bad? Now, multiple good students are there. But who is the best student? Good students are multiple. Best student is not good student. Best student is out of all the good students, who is the top? He is called as best student. Similarly, here also same. Out of all good models, don't compare with the bad models. Bad models eliminated. Within the good models only. Out of good models, which model has highest accuracy? Highest accuracy is called as best model. That model only we have to save. That model only we have to select in the company. Remaining all of them, one student has got even 90 marks also, he will not get selected. Because in the comparison, 100% student is there. Sometimes 98% student also will not get the seat. One person has got in the CAT exam, what is the score he has got is 98.82. This is the score in the CAT exam out of 100. Do you think that he'll get the seat in the IIM Ahmedabad? Yes or no? One of the college name, certain college name. Of course, some students may not know. Example. Let's take a small example. Whether he'll get the seat in that, yes or no, miss? He has not got the job. He has not got the admission. Why, miss? Because in that, all of them are 99.51 and above. Comparison only. It's pure comparison. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? So now, which are the best model is there? Na? Finally, we are going to save the best model. So how many models we are going to save? Only one model we are going to save. How many people will be hired in the company, miss? Out of all of them, one person only finally will be hired. Same logic. They will test the multiple. In that multiple, one people they will select. Save the model means you are going to save the best model. What are the best model is there? That one. Now you can write in the notes everything. Okay, we will do everything in the sequential order, guys. And this everything whatever you have written in the notes now, everything we will do in the sequential order. What is meant by model? Model means algorithm, ML algorithm. As of now, you have to understand what is meant by model means ML algorithm. One model is one algorithm. Okay, done. So write the steps clearly one by one. So this is the one. After loading the cleaned and transformed data, from there it starts. So everyone can please write from here, step by step in the notes clearly. Yes, model means algorithm. Done. Anil. Model means algorithm. As of now, simple understanding. In the further, you'll understand detailedly. As of now, model means algorithm. Simple words. Yeah. Everyone, please make a note. In cross validation, we are going to do the cross validation. I mean, cross validation means testing the same model with different data. So here again, testing the student. Here, example wise, testing the student with different questions. Earlier, you have asked one type of question paper. Now giving the different question paper. Testing the student with different questions. Or different exam question papers. You are changing the exam question papers. Topic will remain same. Exam question papers will be different with a different exam question paper. Paper you have to change. Right? Yeah, it includes the combination of train and test, everything. Different datas. We will discuss. Everything we'll discuss in the sequential order, guys. Again, just you are writing the notes only. Remember, just you have written the notes only. And we'll discuss everything in the sequential order. I will show you the process. I will show you the code. I will show you the max, everything. Sir, accuracy is the only measure or we check the goodness of the model. Like we are having the different metrics are available. Vamsi. We are having the different multiple metrics are available and we are going to discuss them in the order. I want everyone to write separately in the paper. That is the reason I have written so many things here. The complete project I have written. I will explain with each of them. in the next 3-4 days, as I've told you, ML algorithm introduction is required. Everything I have told you, right? This one only. We will discuss in the sequential order one by one. In this week only, everything will be completed. These explanations. Yeah, everyone, could you please make a note? Right. Done. Everyone is clear? Everyone has written in the notes, step by step. And as earlier, one of the student has asked it to scroll up. Just I'm trying to scroll up here in the step 3. And one student has asked it to scroll up. Could you check once now? Yeah, please upload data cleaning notes, sir. Already uploaded now. Already have uploaded now. Could you check in your drive? 1 minute. Already have uploaded on that day only. Sorry, 1 minute. Could you recheck and confirm me? Everyone, could you recheck once your drive now? Earlier itself I have uploaded. One more time I'm re-uploading. Basically why it got deleted, I don't know. Just I have re-uploaded one more time. Could you check inside there is a PDF? Okay, done. So we'll continue from here in the tomorrow's class, and everyone make sure that you are doing the data in the sequential order. Leela, ETL by data engineers are different. ETL by ML engineers are different. Every person will do the ETL. Data engineers ETL is different and ML engineers ETL is different. We are also going to the same ETL. Next, in the data encoding, what we are going to encode real-time images and videos. Vamsi, structured data. We are in the structured data now. Structured data means we are having as of now only table data with us. There is no images or videos. Images and videos we are going to discuss in the AI. That one also we'll discuss. Abhishek, yes, we are going to cover the CNN and we'll cover the TensorFlow. Some student has asked TensorFlow. We are going to discuss. Yes, we'll discuss in detail. Images, videos. It is a course of combination of both ML and AI, na? Right? ML structured data, AI unstructured data. That is images, videos, everything comes under unstructured. That one also we'll discuss in the further. Done.